Okay, let's jump in. Sometimes it feels like keeping pace with AI, with all the advancements, it's practically a full-time job, right?
Absolutely. Every week, something new pops up.
Mm.
It can be overwhelming to stay properly informed.
Exactly. Which is why you're here for the deep dive. We take a source, something one of you sends us, and we really try to dig into it, get the important stuff out without drowning you in jargon.
And today, we're looking at something pretty significant happening in India's AI scene.
We are. We've got an article here from the Economic Times. It's dated May 2nd, 2025. And it details this new collaboration between Intel India and the National IndiaAI mission.
Right.
So our mission, our goal for this deep dive is really to get a handle on what this partnership is trying to achieve, what programs they're actually rolling out, and what it all means for AI skills and capabilities in India.
And what's interesting right off the bat is just how broad this whole thing seems. It's not just one narrow project.
No, definitely not. The article makes it clear this is formalized. There's a memorandum of understanding, an MO.
And the aim is pretty ambitious. It's about empowering, well, almost everyone, young people, students, professionals, startups, even leaders in government.
The idea being they can use AI for sort of societal progress and better governance.
Exactly. Using AI for good, basically, and making government work better. It's a really wide scope.
It is. And the article lays out four main programs. These seem to be the main ways they're going to actually do this.
Okay, so four key areas, and they've got names. Yuva AI, Startup AI, India AI Dialogues, and something about enabling Vashini for remote areas.
Right, quite a mix. Let's maybe start with Yuva AI. The article says it's part of Intel's broader AI for youth thing.
Okay, Yuva AI, and that's aimed specifically at school students, it says.
Yeah, school kids. The idea isn't just teaching them about AI, but getting them to actually, build AI solutions themselves.
Build solutions, like for social impact.
Exactly. Tackling real-world problems using AI they've helped develop. It's about starting that engagement really early on. That's interesting. Getting them involved, not just as users, but creators.
Right. Imagine fostering a whole generation thinking that way. You could get some really unexpected innovations down the line.
Okay, so that's the youth angle. Then there's Startup AI. That sounds pretty self-explanatory.
It does. It's aimed squarely at supporting AI startups. But it seems like it's more than just, say, funding.
Right. The article mentions access to technology, which makes sense coming from Intel, but also business guidance and go-to-market mentorship.
You have the practical side of things, helping them navigate actually building a business around their AI idea.
And how are they doing that? Is it just like office hours?
It mentions the Intel Startup Program, and it sounds like a combination of some group workshops, maybe for broader skills, but also individual mentorship.
Ah, okay. So tailored help too. That could be really valuable for early stage companies.
Definitely. That kind of focused guidance can make a huge difference.
Okay, so we've got youth, we've got startups. What's next? IndiaAI dialogues and Intel digital readiness for leaders. That sounds different.
It is. This one targets public sector leaders, people involved in policy.
So government officials, policymakers.
Exactly. The goal here is, as the article puts it, to boost their AI readiness. Basically, help them understand AI better so they can make smarter policies around it.
Which is crucial given how fast everything's moving. How are they doing that? Just lectures.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
It mentions workshops, yes, but also immersive experiences.
Immersive experiences. Wonder what that entails. Sounds more hands-on, maybe.
Potentially. Maybe simulations or seeing AI in action, trying to make it more tangible than just theory, which makes sense for busy leaders.
Okay, got it. And the fourth program, enabling Pashini. Remind us what Pashini is again.
Sure. Pashini is India's big AI project for language translation. Think real-time translation between India's many different languages. It's a major government initiative.
Right, the National Language Translation Mission.
Yeah.
So this part of the Intel collaboration is about scaling it.
Yeah, specifically scaling its reach into remote classrooms across India.
Wow, okay, so taking that AI translation power and getting it into schools that might be linguistically isolated.
Exactly. The potential benefit mentioned is breaking down language barriers in education, helping students learn better, regardless of the local language.
But that could be huge for educational equity in a country as diverse as India.
Absolutely. Making learning materials accessible in more languages levels the playing field significantly.
Now, the article brings in a quote here. Abhishek Singh, he's the additional secretary at the IT ministry and also CEO of the IndiaAI mission.
Right, a key figure. What does he add?
He talks about setting up a data lab specifically for training young people in data science and AI.
Ah, so building that core skill infrastructure as well.
Seems like it. And he actually connects it back to UVA, saying that the collaboration with Intel there, has already trained thousands of students in AI basics.
Okay, so this new MOU isn't starting from scratch. It's building on existing work.
Right. And he also mentions looking forward to working with Intel's global technical experts, tapping into that international expertise for the IndiaAI mission.
Which makes sense, bringing in global best practices while tailoring it for India's needs.
So if you kind of zoom out and look at all four programs, Yuva AI for the kids, Startup AI for the entrepreneurs, the dialogues for the policymakers, and Pashini for language access.
Yeah, you see a strategy taking shape. It's hitting different levels: foundational skills, innovation support, policy understanding, and practical application for inclusion.
It really does feel like they're trying to build capability across the board, from
Yeah.
school desks all the way up to government offices.
And always with that stated goal, right? Societal advancement and better governance driving it.
It makes you think about how these different threads might weave together. Like, kids inspired by Yuva AI could eventually feed into the startups supported by Startup AI.
Exactly. And leaders informed by the dialogues could create better regulations or support systems for those same startups. It could become a kind of positive feedback loop.
And Hashini becoming more widespread. That not only helps in schools, but could impact citizen services, access to information, lots of downstream effects.
It really could. It's about building an ecosystem, not just isolated projects, where the parts actually strengthen each other.
Okay, so let's try and quickly recap this deep dive. We looked at this Intel, India, and India AI mission partnership formalized with an OU.
Hmm.
4 main programs we dug into: Yuva AI for students, Startup AI for entrepreneurs, India AI dialogues for leaders, and scaling up the Pashini language platform.
Right. And the common theme seems to be building AI skills and capacity across different segments of society.
All aimed at, ultimately, social good and more effective governance. That seems to be the through line.
What really stands out, I think, is the scale of it, the sheer ambition. It's not just tech development. It's very focused on human capital and societal application.
Definitely. So thinking about all this, what really sticks with you? What could the long-term ripple effects be from a collaboration like this on India's whole tech landscape?
Yeah, and maybe more broadly, what does this tell us about the role public-private partnerships might play, globally in pushing AI forward responsibly?
It definitely leaves you with some things to chew on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.